welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a collab with my lovely friend Amy from the channel Sincerely Amy. I'm going to insert a little intro about her channel here.
Hi guys, my name's Amy and I have a channel called Sincerely Amy, and this is Forrest and he's 6 months old. We make videos basically about motherhood, don't we? Motherhood videos. So if you're interested, pop over after you've watched Becca's video about Wilf and his 6-month update, and I'd really like you to stick around and subscribe. Me and Becca haven't met, so we can't say met, but me and Becca know each other through YouTube and we've been really good friends since our little boys arrived. They're approximately a week apart. So yeah, it's been fun seeing the changes between the two of them and seeing the similarities. So if you want to see more baby stuff and motherhood stuff and me winging it, pop on by. Can you say bye? Bye bye. Say bye 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 bye.
And I hope you will check out her video with Forrest after this one. But today I am going to be doing this little one, who is Wilf, if you don't know him, his 6-month update, as he is 6 months old today. I'm clearly so excited about it. So yeah, as normal, no particular order, just going to run through things and tell you what has been going on in the past month. So we will start with sleep, which is always a big one. Okay. Wow. So Wilf is sleeping through. I think, as I mentioned last time, he was sleeping through and we were giving him... Wow, you tell him all about it. Can I have a little chance to talk now? So as I mentioned last time, Wilf is sleeping through. He was sleeping through before, but I was giving him a last bottle between about 11 and midnight, just before I came to bed, just to tide him over. And we actually dropped that feed accidentally a couple of days after filming that video. Wilf wasn't feeling very well. He was throwing up his feeds that day, so we didn't end up giving him a last one, did we? And he slept completely fine. So since then we have dropped that feed and he is amazing. He goes to bed between 7 and 8 and he wakes up between 6 and 7, so he's doing like a good 11 to 12 hours every night, which I know I am incredibly lucky. I say it every time, but he is a dream with sleep. Wilf is still currently in his sleepy head in his snooze pod next to my bed, but I think soon we will be moving him into his own room, which upsets and terrifies me. I love sleeping next to him. I love hearing his little snores. It is so cute and I'm gonna miss you, but you have a nursery, so we might as well use it. I have ordered the Sleepy Head Grand, so the bigger version, and I was debating about it in my last video, but we've gone ahead and we've ordered that. So when it arrives, I think we will be putting that in his big boy cot in his bedroom, and we're going to be using the movement monitor. Wow, he is chatty today. We're going to be using the movement monitor that came with his monitor. So far we've just been using video and sound, but when he goes into his own room I want that extra reassurance, so we're going to be using the movement monitor too. But I think that's it for sleep. He's just doing absolutely amazing with it. The 4-month sleep progression didn't hit us. I know I said I thought maybe it would be a month late because he was a month early, but it hasn't hit us, and I know how spoiled I sound saying that. I do feel incredibly lucky, and you still might hit a sleep progression at some point, but so far so good, and we're really lucky sleep-wise, aren't we? So yeah, next I'll talk about feeding. Wilf is still on formula, on bottles, but we are, as of today, I'm filming this 2 days before he turns 6 months, but as of today, the 27th, we will be giving him his first taste of food. I want to do a mixture of purees and baby-led weaning. I'm quite relaxed about it. We'll just see how it goes. We've got his high chair now, which is exciting, and yeah, we're going to start feeding him. But for now, for this month leading up to 6 months, he has just been having his milk as normal. We have stopped using the Dr. Brown's bottles now and gone back onto Tommy Tippy, which we used originally. Colic doesn't seem to be an issue now. He can sit up quite well and get wind up no problem. So we've gone back to those and they are much quicker, which is nice. It took him quite a long time to drink a bottle from a Dr. Brown's bottle, which is fine, but I think he was getting bored. But the Tommy Tippy ones are much faster. He's on the size 2 teats in the Tommy Tippy bottles and getting on really well with them. So whereas before he was having kind of like 5 or 6 ounces, sometimes 7, he's always having like a consistent 7 now, occasionally even 8. So I'll be interested to see what happens with that when he goes on to food. I feel like this boy is going to love his food. I just feel like he's really going to enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing his likes and dislikes. And yeah, I'm excited, but I'm a little bit nervous. And when we've got to grips with it a little bit more, I will do a weaning essentials video and let you know kind of what I found helpful and what we've done, because I don't really know what we're doing yet. So that is feeding. Is there anything else on my list? Don't think so. I do a quick one on Wilf'S appearance, as I think he's started to change quite a lot. A lot of people said when he was born he looked a lot like Andrew, and now I'm getting a lot more that people think he's starting to look like me, which is lovely. He obviously is 6 months old now. We got him weighed last week and he is now 16 pounds 15 ounces, which puts him slap bang on the 50th centile. So you are Mr. Average when it comes to weight. But I do think he's quite short and quite chubby. So yeah, I definitely think like he's got some serious rolls on him, and lengthwise I still think he's quite short. He's going into 6 to 9 month clothing now, but lengthwise it is very big on him. But it's kind of fits much nicer around the tummy area. Yeah, so that's that. You're a chunky little thing, but perfectly chunky according to your weight and height. He's still got very blue eyes. They are very much the same shade of blue as Andrew's. Andrew has like quite a dark, like oceany blue colour, which is what Wilf has, and he is extremely blonde now, if you can see. His hair, I don't know if the light will show it, but his hair's grown back loads. When Wilf was born, I'll insert a picture somewhere, he had loads of beautiful dark hair. It was amazing. And then when he hit about 3 months, it literally all fell out, apart from he clung onto this little fringe bit and the tuft at the back, but apart from that he was completely bald. And it is really growing back now. He's getting loads of hair again. I think he'll have really thick hair, as I've got thick hair and Andrew has loads of hair as well. But he's definitely going to be a blondie. It is so blonde in the light, it is like white blonde. And Andrew was very blonde when he was little as well. So I think you're taking after your daddy there, aren't you? But I am wondering now, I don't know if you can tell, but this longer bit at the front starting to get a little bit of a curl to it, and I had like ringlets when I was little. I'll try and insert a picture of me and Andrew when we were babies somewhere on the screen, as I don't know if I've done that before, and I think it's so interesting to see like who he looks like and who he's taking after. And I think he's going to be Andrew's hair colouring, but I think he might get my like curly hair texture, but we will see. Yeah, so I think that's everything appearance-wise. Is it? Have I put anything else on my list? Nope. He is the smiliest, happiest boy. Everyone comments on it. He is always smiling, always happy. His giggles are really stepping up a notch now. I think I mentioned in the last update, but you do have to quite work for his giggles. His smiles come free and easy. His giggles, he does not hand out without some effort. But they're definitely coming a lot thicker and a lot faster now. I'm going to insert this clip for you. It is like a minute long, so feel free to skip through it a bit, but it makes me so happy. Like, he is in hysterics in this clip. I don't know how Andrew managed to film it, because every time I try and capture Wilf laughing on camera, he is having none of it, but he was just in hysterics, and it is the cutest, funniest little thing, and I don't think I've ever been able to capture it on camera before in any of my vlogs. So unless you follow me on Instagram, where I posted a little clip, you might not have seen Wilf giggle, and he has the cutest little giggle ever, don't you?
Okay.
Another thing, as you can see, still teething away. This bib is wet through. He's always chewing his hands, always chewing his bib, his muslin, anything. Like, he just needs to chew all the time. I still can't see any signs of any teeth cutting through. I have a feel of his gums and I really can't feel anything as of yet, but he does get quite grumpy with them sometimes. He just seems quite frustrated. He doesn't necessarily seem in pain. I don't know if that pain part comes more when they start to actually cut through, but he just seems really frustrated and like he gets really like down about them. So he's just constantly soggy and dribbly, and yeah, it's not fun, is it? It's not fun, but you're getting there. Anything else? The only other thing I wanted to update you on, and it's more just to say a big thank you really if you're following me over on Instagram, because I had a bit of a meltdown on Insta stories last week after going to a baby group. It was Baby Sensory. I've been for like 10 weeks, and honestly, and with other baby groups I've been to as well, I just hate them. I literally hate them. They make me so miserable. I think I've been to 5 or 6 different groups, most of them just once and never like brought myself to go back. But Baby Sensory, I really felt like Wilf was enjoying it. I really felt like he was getting something from it, so I forced myself to go to that for about 10 weeks, and honestly I just can't face it anymore. Like, I would come out every week close to tears. Last Friday I came out bawling my eyes out. I just find it so awkward. No one speaks to me, and I'm just as bad. I don't know, I feel like if you do YouTube, people assume you're really confident, and I am really not. I'm really, really quite shy. In school, I was really, really shy, and I started to come a bit more out of my shell as like I got later on in my school years, and when I went to university, it kind of does force you to be able to make friends. But going to these baby groups, I literally feel like I've regressed, and I feel like I'm in the school playground again, and no one speaks to me, but I don't have the confidence to speak to anyone else either. The few times I did try and make conversation, I felt like people weren't interested, and that's probably my own insecurities, and I was just really, really, really unhappy, and I'd spend the whole week dreading it, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I feel like serious mum guilt that I can't do that for Wilf. But everyone on Instagram has been so lovely and kind of made the point that at this age it's more for the mums than it is for the children, and he's not necessarily getting anything out of it that he couldn't get at home, which made me feel a lot better. And also, I have been making a real effort to like get out and see other mums with babies. Like, we had quite a few baby dates last week and that was lovely. Those of you who know Lauren, Mother Trooper, she has had her little boy now. He's called Tobias, or Toby. He's tiny, isn't he? He's your tiny little best pal. Yeah, I just thought I'd update you on her in case you know about Lauren and Teddy, and yeah, she's had Tobias now and he's absolutely beautiful, and gonna be our little pals, aren't they? They're gonna be our pals. So yeah, we're lucky we've got lots of like baby and mummy friends around us, and maybe for now baby groups just aren't for me. I'm gonna try and push myself to go back when Wilf's a little bit older, but I think for now there's no point making myself miserable, and I'm just gonna make like a little sensory box for him to have at home. If you'd like to see a video on that, let me know in the comments, because I'm going to put together a nice like sensory box for him, and I could do a video on what is in Wilf's sensory box if anyone would be interested. But I think that is it for 6 months. I am vlogging the day you watch this, the day he turns 6 months, so that I can get his first taste of food on camera. It's so exciting, isn't he? He's such a big boy now. I can't believe he's 6 months. It has been the quickest 6 months of my life, and yet I don't remember him not being here. Yeah, but I am totally rambling now. I'm gonna leave it there. Please do check Amy's video out with Forrest. That will be linked in the down bar. And yeah, I hope you're all having a great week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.